Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to the honorable adjudicators, teachers, dear participants, and my fellow friends. First of all, let us praise to the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for His blessings that enable us to gather here. Secondly, may peace be upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has guided us into the right ways of life. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever thought about how does a king be the guardian of the constitution? Or perhaps, do you ever wonder what is the real duty of a king? To answer all your doubts and curiosity, I would like to take this opportunity to present a speech entitled "The King as the Guardian of Constitution." First and foremost, let's begin with the idea of Constitution itself. People need to know the Constitution is a document that lays the foundation for the rule of law, protects fundamental rights and freedoms, guarantees democracy, and promotes social justice. The Constitution provides a framework for governance and ensures that the power is not concentrated in the hands of a few. Respected members of the whole, now it's time to focus on the king, a figurehead for the governance of the country. His Majesty the King has traditionally been known as the guardian of the Constitution. In many countries, kings have played a vital role in maintaining the democratic foundations of their countries. Kings have been entrusted with the responsibility of ensuring that the Constitution is upheld and that the people's rights are protected. This role has been implemented in democracies around the world. In Malaysia, apart from being the main head of the country, His Majesty the King is also the main symbol of the country. He carries out his duties under the Constitution under the advice of the Prime Minister and the Cabinet. For your information, the King has the role in all three branches of the government, namely executive, legislative, and judicial. Thus, the King plays an important role in upholding the constitutional framework of their countries. As the constitutional monarch and the head of state, His Majesty the King's roles are clearly defined in the Constitution. The king stays detached from politics while maintaining the right to be consulted, the right to encourage, and the right to warn. In Malaysia, the monarchy plays a crucial role in the nation's governance. Obviously, the king has the power to appoint the Prime Minister, dissolve Parliament, and pass laws. However, his power is limited by the Constitution, which requires him to act on the advice of the Prime Minister in most circumstances. It's undeniable that the King's role as the guardian of the Constitution is a crucial one. It ensures that the Constitution is upheld and that the government is held accountable. Without the presence of a king who can be above politics and fair to all, the Constitution could be at risk of being degraded by the politicians who are only looking to gain power. Ladies and gentlemen, on the other hand, His Majesty the King also has the absolute power to dissolve the Parliament. Therefore, he is authorized by the Constitution to summon the Parliament from time to meet within 6 months and given the power to adjourn a parliamentary session. In addition, he is allowed to give a speech in any ongoing parliamentary session. he is also allowed to disqualify members of parliament according to Article 48 for the Federal Constitution. In relation to the judiciary, His Majesty King has power to appoint any qualified person to be a Superior Court judges, High Court judges, Supreme Court judges, and the Chief Justice of the Federal Court, and also removes, retires, or even suspends them. However, His Majesty King does not have the power to remove a judge of his own will, but it is only allowed through a representation made by the Prime Minister or the Chief Justice. The King can seek the Federal Court's advice and grant pardons and reprieves to persons convicted by a court. Moreover, the King also has the authority to extend the service period of judges who are already 65 years for 6 months only. This is enshrined in the Federal Constitution Article 1 to 5. Class, His Majesty the King, according to the Article 150 of the Federal Constitution, can issue a proclamation of emergency when a major emergency occurring, such as security, public safety, life, economy, or military in the Federation or the state is under threat. Meanwhile, in Article 3 of the Federal Constitution stipulates that the Constitution of States of Malacca, Penang, Sabah, and Sarawak makes provisions that establish His Majesty the King as the head of religion for their respective states. With all rules listed, I believe now all of you have a clearer picture on what a king does in his throne. In conclusion, the King's role as the guardian of the Constitution is vital to the healthy functioning of a democracy. Kings act as a check on the government, ensuring that it operates within the confines of the Constitution. This role ensures that the Constitution is upheld and that the people's rights are protected. This ensures that the democratic foundation of the country is maintained and that the people have faith in the government to work towards their best interests. Therefore, I hope all your doubts and curiosity are answered. That's all from me. Thank you for listening.